Hey everyone, Cerise here from CeriseFairfax.com, Fat to Fit series. What do we have here? Well, we have some large mushrooms. What we're going to do with these mushrooms is put on some olive oil, some salt, some jerk seasoning, and pepper. We're going to keep it easy and simple. Be right back. So here we have, we're going to put the olive oil on just like you would on meat. Next thing we're going to do is use some of the jerk seasoning, just like that. What we're going to do with these, by the way, afterwards is grill them. Some pepper, there we go, and then some Himalayan salt. That's it. Be right back. Now, what I'm going to do now is just place them all on top of each other like this. Some of them like that, just shake it on like that so that the sauces can get on top of everything. There we go. There we go. This one actually needs a little bit more sauce, so I'm just going to go like this. You know, I really like to treat my mushrooms like meat. I'm a vegetarian, so it makes sense for me to use the same type of spices and stuff. And if you love mushrooms, mushrooms can actually be treated just like meat because they have that fleshy taste to it. So now what I'm going to do is just let them marinate for the day. Probably add a little bit more olive oil just to have it sit like that. And that's it. I'm going to cover that up and then grill them later, and I'll show you the beautiful outcome. Okay, so these have been sitting for a little while. Not the whole entire day, but enough to let the portobellos get really soaked in the seasonings. See all the seasonings on the bottom? Yep, treat your portobello just like meat, and you will be so happy with how it tastes. So what am I doing here? Speaking of meat, look how fleshy it is. Like, it really is a delicious vegetable. And so I have it on the griller. The grill, I've already greased the griller and everything of that nature, and I'm just going to let these grill for a minute. And when you're frying these, you want to keep in mind that they are like flesh, okay? Now you can fry these, and you don't need to grill them. You can fry them in a regular frying pan. See the grill mark? Just like chicken. Okay. Be right back. And here we go, the finished product. Now let me show you. Now you can just leave it like that and put something on top of it, or you can choose to slice it like a chicken breast. It's very fleshy like a chicken breast, and you know what? It tastes so good. Like, seriously. Look at this. Like, look at this right here. If I brought this to you to your table, you might not know if it is meat or not. All right? So what I'm going to do is put it right back into the bowl of spices that it started in. And you can do that with vegetables. You don't have to worry about contamination, cross-contamination of raw meats or anything of that nature, because obviously vegetables are different. So there you go. Fat to Fit, Cerise Fairfax. Thanks for joining.